and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So UL Monroe's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
So unique. He has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Moody. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Got it, looking for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Look, I think you got to go somewhere else with that football. I mean, you just threw it right in to a bracketed receiver.
Yeah, I mean, double coverage, that's not the play you want to make. You want to find other avenues to make plays. Don't go for the guy with 2 on him. It seems pretty simple, but, man, a lot of times you have that go-to guy. That's the guy you want to force feed.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
There's just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to... They got him! It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Moody. Using the quick game. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll keep it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now facing a 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Auburn going to work with another first down. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he left him grabbing. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Now on second down after the short completion. Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Moody. Working the middle, it's complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks, it's Griffin. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wells. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On second down, they'll take to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Wells. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Griffin.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Gets it out quickly. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wells. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's first down from the 11. He's looking to throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw. It's Moody. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Warhawks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Auburn.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Easy. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
And the Warhawks will boot it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups with...
Oh, look out! He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Moody. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Warhawks will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long.
Ball in the air, intercepted! You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give is to Smith. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
A shot toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they take the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He'll pull it on the read. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Warhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well.
Afterburners coming. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. White going to attack through the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which...
He's going to throw deep right side. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups?
That makes the
Points. And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. Scanning the field, it's Booty. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The Warhawks look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Get him some heat. The sure hands, it's Griffin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. With the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. When you know you have a team out